Hello friends, welcome to the Rayo Moon Oracle. I'm Rayo, your guide and teacher to all the random spiritual things you might be wondering about. So today what I want to talk about is how to use tarot and oracle in order to interpret our dreams, right? So you have some weird dream and you look up what a bear means in your dreams online, right? And you get a whole host of responses, whole host of things, and it can tie into like animal imagery, if you're whether or not the bear is just showing up, or if it's chasing you, or if you're seeing a baby bear. These all these different elements make it really hard to like look up dream interpretation on online. Like if you're searching on Google, my personal interpretation, right? There's of course like books and other things, and you can go to somebody who is like specifically interprets dreams, but in the realm of psychic energy and tarot and oracle, I found that using these are a very good tool in order to help me understand my dreams and elements and common themes that are showing up in my dreams. I actually had the idea for this video because I was helping a friend. She was having some weird dreams and she was wondering what they were about and how they were applying to her in a deeper spiritual context. And we were able to use tarot and to really break it down and get a little bit more in-depth and insight into what these dreams were trying to teach her and what she was trying to learn from them through her dreamscape. In the realm of dreams, right, we can do a lot of things. It's said that like dead relatives can visit you in your dreams. I've had this happen to me. You can astral travel in what feels like your dreams. The dreamscape and the astral realm are a little bit different. We can go into that in a different video if there's interest in that. But there are many things we can do in our dreams that can take place in our dreams that we have interaction and can feel called to do in our dreams, right? And that changes up the dynamic and the way we interact with those dreams, right? It's obviously, if you watched a scary movie and you had a scary dream after that, that's a pretty direct correlation most of the time. I once fell asleep and I think South Park was on the TV and I was dreaming in the cartoon animation style of South Park, as funny as that is. But on the other hand, I've had dreams where I visited the same place over again, and it's looked different, and that's not a place that exists in our current reality. That has like those mystical and magical elements to it. I've had, again, relatives or guides or other beings and entities interact with me in my dreams. So when those aspects are coming up, when those things are popping up in the dream realm, that's when I really like to use tarot and oracle in order to get a deeper understanding of what's going on, right? We can resolve a lot of things in our dreams. We can resolve karma. We can resolve issues. You can wake up and have an idea for that thing that was bugging you for a long time, right? You didn't know how to, you didn't have a solution to that problem, but all of a sudden you dream about it, right? And that's the dreamscape and the dream realm, and a lot of things that we can use and take do and understand and work with in that realm. So using tarot specifically, I think it's a very interesting way to engage with that realm and to build up knowledge with it. So I think with tarot, right, you can just straight up, if I'm asking, I had a weird dream last night, and if I'm asking about it, I can literally just straight up ask the tarot, be like, hey, what was that dream about? I grab whatever deck I feel called to. I have a bunch of my decks right here, and I'm like, I can grab my deck and be like, hey, what was that dream about? What was the deeper elements of that dream? I saw this person in my dream that I had a crush on, or that I haven't seen in a long time. What does that mean? What does this so-and-so person showing up in my dream mean, right? You can ask a direct question to a tarot deck and you usually get an answer for it. When looking up meanings though, for tarot specifically, I usually look at the spiritual context of the card versus, unless there's a specific call to a relationship, to a financial situation, to a health situation, I will usually go first with the spiritual context of the card, because we are dealing with the spiritual realm / dream realm, and that's interpretation of the card is usually the one that's going to apply a little bit more in my personal experience. So just something to keep in mind if you feel a call to look at a specific meaning of the card, finances, physical, romantic relationship, whatever, use that interpretation of the card. But first and foremost, I usually go with the spiritual of the card. So yes, we can ask direct questions of our tarot deck in order to figure out what a dream means, right? And you can use this for any element of the dream. You can ask it for a person, if there's common themes or elements that keep showing up in your dreams. So for example, right, my friends that I was helping with, she was constantly getting chased in her dreams. So we were able to ask about that situation specifically, and why you can ask something like, why am I getting chased in my dreams? Or what does it mean that I'm getting chased in my dreams? And ask that of the tarot deck. if we are like talking about specific places in the dreams, like that would be something I'd ask for my dreams, right? So I've visited the same places a couple different times in different dreams, and it's been very interesting because I'm like, okay, what does that mean? So let's see which deck I want to use actually. Let's do an example for that. Okay, so let's pick the Wild Unknown for this. So what do I want to ask? Let's just ask general, right? In this case, okay, Wild Unknown. What do I need to know? What have my dreams been trying to tell me lately? What have my dreams been trying to tell me lately? Okay, once this one. Like that, like that. Okay, hold on, let's see. Ooh. Okay, that is a reverse Father of Cups, or in this case, King of Cups. So King of Cups, let's see. King of Cups usually is talking about emotions. Where is it? There we go. So King of Cups in reverse, in this case, we're just using my little tarot guide that I found at one point because I'm still learning the tarot, lots of deep, in-depth parts of the tarot. But King of Cups in reverse, you have power, but you are stuck with your blocked emotions. Why are you so scared of rejection? Okay. So obviously that's for me, let's see, that's what's been going on kind of in my personal life. Definitely been working with that in finances and emotions in regards to finances. So if I wouldn't have been surprised, we have Two of Pentacles at the back of the deck real quick, just by the way. So that definitely tying into the finances and rebalancing my finances and deeper emotions that I have in regards to that, and feeling like I'm very stuck in that regard recently. So that does resonate. That makes sense. My dreams are talking about, hey, you have a blockage here. You have a blockage in regards to your emotions, and then what that means in regards to Two of Pentacles, rebalancing your finances. So with this block in emotions, right, I'd be aiming to try and get this in the upright. So if I'm continuing this reading for myself with dreams and dream interpretations and making it applicable to my life, I would be like, okay, I could ask for a advice card after this. I could be like, okay, what do I need to do to get the King of Cups in the upright? What do I need to do to get the Father of Cups in the upright? What do I need to do in order to release this blockage of my emotions? Let's ask it. Let's ask. We'll keep that out. So Wild Unknown with clarification for the reverse Father of Cups. What do I need to do in order to release this blockage of emotions? Thank you. As it falls, that is Nine of Cups, but it came out in the reverse. That is the Nine of Cups, right? Yes, Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups. Our quick little guide here. Nine of Cups talking about nothing has turned out the way you had hoped. Things are disintegrating and falling apart. So in this case, I could think about letting those things fall apart in my life, letting those things work through that situation a little bit. These obviously heavily resonate together, but this is where we can keep going with this advice on dreams specifically, right? So I can pull one of my other decks here and get advice. Let's do that. Soul's Journey. Soul's Journey is a good one. So this one talks about specific lessons. So I can ask and get a little bit deeper clarification for. So what lesson is the reverse King of Cups and death? Okay, death. So I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So that ties in, right? So with the Nine of Cups in the description that we just had, which was, I just forgot it, sorry. So nothing has turned out the way you had hoped. Things are disintegrating and falling apart. So this is a death process in my life, right? So the dreams I've been having that are being clarified by the reverse Father of Cups, and then further clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's a death process, right? It's an ego death process where it's like, and I'm saying all this because I know what's going on in my life. I can explain these cards a little bit better and give this example here, but it's an example of my finances and my thoughts around finances and how I work with money and how I work with that in the spiritual context, the ego death that needs to fall apart for that, how I need to let these things disintegrate, how I need to let these things fall apart, all the previous things fall apart in order to make room for these new beginnings, right? The new beginnings that the death card talks about here. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So we all of a sudden I have clarification on what I've been dreaming about, right? So we have, let's do it like this. So it's like, okay, card that came out, Father of Cups in the reverse. So we are talking about having a block that's happening emotionally. My dreams are showing that this block has been happening for me. I am blocked emotionally in this regards. I'm readjusting here. I'm blocked in regards to my emotions and feelings, and it tied in with the Two of Pentacles that was on the bottom of the deck. So we know, and my finances are a very heavy, very part of this. So clarifying that with our Nine of Cups, and hey, no, you need to let these things disintegrate. This feels like it wasn't what you hoped for. It wasn't what you wanted. I'm not where I wanted to be in my life at this point. So we have to let these things fall apart, let all these cups empty, right? And let this death process finish and complete in order to move forward and progress in the way we want to. So just a good quick example, right, of how we can take something we've been dreaming about, or what my dreams have been telling me, and interpret it with tarot and an oracle deck here. Very interesting process, right? We can get a lot of in-depth insight and readings and knowledge about ourselves through our dreams, and then clarifying that energy with tarot and oracle. I think what's also a good thing to kind of keep in mind with tarot and oracle, right? You can very much like filter and pinpoint and drill down to very, very specific things using oracle and tarot, right? So depending on what you have available to you, what you have access to, you can get some really good insight, right? So I like the Soul's Journey cards in this example, in this regard. These are lesson cards specifically. So I didn't focus. Good focus on that, please. There we go. I like these lesson cards because I can ask very specifically what this is in regards to, what the situation is in regards to, because everything for me and in the spiritual context ties to a bigger lesson, a higher lesson that we are working through, right? A death process. We are working on our pride, for example. We are working on judgments. We are working on forgiveness. So these cards really give the overall picture to the situation, the overall lesson that's happening. And with that in mind, then I can progress forward my specific scenario, my specific situation in a way that's going to be beneficial and healthy for me, right? Another good deck that I've used that can help in this process would be the ones from Kim Kranz, or archetypes and alchemy deck, right? So I can, with the archetypes deck, get a theme. What is the theme? It's same as like the lesson cards, right? The lesson this is a part of, what the theme is a part of in my life. Because if you've done research on yourself, honestly, if you journal or something, or if you've looked back over your life and you see repeating patterns in your life, everything is cyclical in nature, where you can find the common themes that have happened in your life over and over again. So you can be like, okay, hey, we're looking at another theme of love again. We're looking at another theme of childhood and my childhood wounds, right? Here is a theme of my creativity. So maybe like the poet comes out in the archetypes deck. Those elements and themes and archetypes, we can use that and frame it in a larger context with our dreams. So what else is a good one here? I don't know, you can use anything, honestly. It depends on what you have access to in terms of oracle and tarot decks, but I do recommend where it's like, if you are trying to very much drill down and find a specific answer, you can use a specific deck in that case, or there might be decks that are better use, of more use to you for that given dream and situation that you're trying to figure out, right? So in conclusion, it's just, there are many ways that you can use tarot and oracle to kind of get an answer about what you're dreaming and what your dreams mean. What I gave an example of it is just kind of one ways where I just ask very general, hey, what are my dreams trying to show me? What are my dreams trying to inform me about, right? Or I can ask about specific elements of my dreams. I can ask about specific people. Hey, my mom just dreamt recently about a lot of her relatives that have been already passed away, right? So that's something we can ask the tarot, like, hey, what does this mean? Hey, what is my role in this situation? What was my role in this dream? What is this dream trying to tell me? Tarot, you can ask many broad questions. You can ask very specific questions, and depending on which decks and oracle decks you have, and you can do a lot more and really refine down answers to your questions, what the dreams actually mean, and I think get at the more spiritual context of said dreams, right? Versus just like, okay, hey, a snake at the end of the day maybe means you're scared of snakes, or it could mean a whole shedding of skin and rebirth process and kundalini energy. Like, you can get so far into it, right, if you're just looking up dream interpretation online. But with tarot and oracle specifically, I think you can really drill down and find out specific meanings and how it's applicable to yourself and why you were dreaming of that thing. If it's not something simple like, oh, you watched a scary movie and therefore you had a scary dream, right? So, but even that, at the end of the day, you can be like, okay, what fear was this? What was this trying to tell me? What was I scared of in this dream? And you might find a deeper spiritual answer to that. That's kind of the fun process of spirituality and learning new things, because you can always dive in deeper and learn new things about yourself all the time. But hopefully this made sense. Hopefully it resonated for some people. Feel free to leave any thoughts or comments down below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you have another video idea in this kind of realm, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out as your spiritual teacher and guide. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.